Look at D Winters right there, running free to the ball. But when you pay attention, not just let me turn this sound off for you real quick. Not just D Winters. Watch where you see Overshawn as well. By the time that ball is in Blue's hand right there, Winters is there in front of him. Watch to his right. There go Overshawn right there. Linebackers do what behind this line? They run fucking free. We're gonna talk about that deal in a second. I gotta look into it now that I'm because I'm live when I'm hearing the news. So we're gonna give it to you live and raw and uncut. Here's another one. Let's watch D Winters on this rep. Linebackers do what in this defense? Exactly. Run free. Look at 53 right there in the middle of the field. Boom. Dak is dead. He stops and breaks down because he's supposed to. That ball is still in Dak's hand. Dead man. He gets it out the CD. The rest is like null and void. Watch this. Dak is what? Dead. Dead man. They're not even talking about it. Like the sacks, the amount of sacks that they would have right now. Gary got like 7 that I counted, 8 that I counted. And then his camp that's there, the guys that I speak to, his team, like, he got like 13 if you really want to count them. But I'm not there. I don't see those on film. But I only say what I can prove, and I could prove like 7 of them. You know what I'm saying? And then you got guys like Quinnen and Kenny that's gotten in as well. You got Malachi. I've seen him get like 2. Ezra Rockwell, I've seen him get a couple. Then you see guys like D Winters got more than everybody not named Gary, because Winters got like 4 straight up to Gizzard, just like this, and plus a couple of tackles for loss. And then Barham, who keeps getting hurt. Barham, without the injuries, I saw Barham in one day do like 3 of these, where he beat Booker. I mean, he beat Smith on a stunt by itself. You know what I mean? Then he beats he runs straight through the gap and blows up another running play. He blows up another pass play. Like he's just been winning. And then he ran free a couple of times, like you see Winters here as well. So, and that's a guy that's been hurt. He keeps getting groin injuries, a little nagging injuries where he's not even in practice every day. But if he was, he'd have even more. So how can the pass rush be such a concern when you see stuff like this happening? You know what I'm saying? Boom. That would have been he would have got blown up on that play though. Hands down. This is Marist here doing what Marist does. If Marist don't make this team, I would be pretty pissed off because I think Marist is going to be one of those guys like that, comes on in preseason. You're going to see him in preseason. Him playing with backups in preseason, he going to shine. That's one of my takes that bold takes, I guess. Watch Marist dominate in preseason, even from outside linebacker. And I don't mean just sacks. I mean just making plays and doing, crazy shit. They said we got roughly 15 million in cap freed up due to Quinnen Williams signing. Boom. That was Agbania just blew this up, already over with. Watch Agbo. Boom. Agbo has taken Bass into the backfield. Boom. Oh no, that's BB. He's taking it. No, that's Booker. He's lifting Booker up. Who was taking back? Who took that's Kenny that took BB into the backfield. Look at this. Look at Kenny and Agbo. They're in the interior. They're two of the 3 interior linemen right here. Boom. So Quinnen is back there getting double teamed, right? He's cool. You see in the A gap, you see Kenny Clark has already taken BB into the A, and the ball ain't even into who's that? Blue's hands yet. Or Anaconda. I don't know who that is. Abanaconda. Then look at Agbo. He's already he look. Have you ever seen anybody do this to Booker? I've seen Booker beat the shit out of Jalen Carter for an entire game. Like beat the shit out of him. I've never seen anybody take Booker. He has Booker choked up with one hand while waiting for the ball to get to him. Like he's in position, already got in the gap, dominated the gap, and is choking the shit out of Booker like the Undertaker. Breaks this up with his offhand, and then there go Gary doing what Gary doing the other side. Like Gary already smacked his guy up too. So watch Gary too. I didn't even know Gary was in on this play. Gary's coming down the line. He's already won as well. What did I say? I said you can't block nobody. Like right now, if you stopped, who is successfully blocked other than I don't even know who that is. Other than Ezzy, who's kind of setting the edge, but he's out. He's being blocked, and Quinnen, who's being like triple teamed. You know what I'm saying? Quinnen is blocked, but Quinnen is still in on this play. Like if you watch Quinnen at the top, Quinnen already beat his guy, and he basically somebody got Guyton is trying to move him, but Quinnen's flowing to the gap on his own. Now he stands Guyton up. But the rest of those guys, Akbania, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, and Barham, they're all free for the ball. Like there's nowhere for him to go. Nowhere. Nowhere to go. Dead. Everybody won. I've been saying this all offseason. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's see this one. At the snap, what we got? Quinnen's in the backfield. Ogbo is standing. Look at Ogbo. He's being double teamed by BB and Booker. He hasn't moved. No, I mean, they haven't moved him at all. Ogbo is standing Booker up. He's being double teamed. He's standing Booker up still with one hand. He's holding Booker at bay with one hand. Booker pancakes one text routinely, like guys like Roach in real games. He being stood up with one hand right now by Ogbo. And Ogbo not a starter here. This is what I was saying before. He's not the starter. That's crazy. Look at Gary on the same rep. Boom. Gary dropped back in coverage, but he sees that his coverage now he gets converged upon by Guyton. Boom. Comes in, makes that play too.
My name is Amanda.
He said Max would come and take this room beyond the edge. I don't disagree that Max would come. I mean, there's nowhere that Max Crosby's going to go. He's not going to make a team better. Let's just face that. I'm not crazy. But needed versus wanted is two different things. The reason I don't want him is kind of selfish. And this is my confirmation bias. If you ask me who I'm ignoring, I like this room. And I think this room is going to break records with or without Max Crosby. And the reason I say that is BT Jordan has done better with worse. The last 2 years, he's broken records, and I don't think Denver's front is anywhere near as good as Dallas's front, and he did it with them. So I think this front is already better than what he's had to work with, and you saw how well they've played without the guys like Max Crosby. They didn't have, they have, Benito, but who's coaching Benito to be a 15, 14 sack guy? You know what I mean? Who's that was BT Jordan, same thing. So I'm looking at this room the same way. Now, everybody says I'm selling hope. Hey, if I am, you should buy some. You definitely buy some. You know what I mean? We want Max Crosby. Don't get it twisted. We don't need him, though. And I want to see what these guys do without him. Now, if you want to go mid-season trade like we did with Quinnen and just, these guys are already killing it and you want to go add, a ringer to the group, then cool. But I want to see what these guys do on their own because I got them being one of the elite fronts in the league this season, especially